Alright, everyone, welcome back again. I can't possibly answer that. Right now, I have no morality. The moment I decided to save Sakura, I lost the justice that Shirou and Emi believed in.
それでいい。元より答えなどない。人間とはそういうものだ。明確な答えなどなく、変動する真実を良しとする。我々には初めから真実となる事柄なぞない。人間は善悪を同時に兼ね備え、その属性を分けるのはあくまで自身の選択による。始まりはゼロであり、生まれ出ることに罪はないとお前には教えたはずだが。
ああ、それがたとえ悪であろうと赤ん坊に罪はないと。
そうだ。人間は生まれ、学習によって善か悪か、そのどちらかに偏るもの。とある聖典にはこうある。人間は天使より優れた存在だと。何故か。それは悪を知りながらも悪に走らぬ者がいるからだと。生まれながら善しか知らぬ天使とは違う。人間とは悪を持ちながら善と生きられる存在ゆえに、善しか知らぬ天使より優れたものだと。しかに吐き気を催すような悪人が戯れに見せる善意がある。多くの人間を救った聖人が気まぐれに犯す悪意がある。この矛盾、両立する善意と悪意こそが人を人たらしめる聖杯だ。生きるということが罪であり、生きているからこその罰がある。聖あってこその善であり、聖あってこその悪だ。故に生まれいでぬ者に罪過は問えぬ。何者にも望まれぬもの、生まれながらに悪であるものなどない。あれは誕生するその瞬間まで罰を受けるいわれはない。
That's the answer of the priest named Kotomine. It's why he sincerely intends to forgive all the evil that people wish into existence.
だからって許すのか。こいつは初めから殺すためだけのものだ。外に出ることで多くの人間が死ぬと分かっているのなら、それは俺たちにとって紛れもない悪だろう。
そうだ。これは存在自体が悪だ。何しろそのように作られた。初めから悪であるようにと生まれたのだ。人間とは違う。これは悪しか持たぬ人々が作り上げた純粋な単一心だ。だがその行為が悪だとしても、あれ本人がそれをどう思うかはまだわかるまい。
He wants us to know what Angaramanyu personally thinks?
そうだ。この世すべての悪本人が自らの行動を悪しと嘆くか良しと笑うか、それは我々の測るところではない。もしあれに人に近い意志があり、自らの存在を嘆くのであればそれは悪だろう。だが自らの存在に何の疑問も持たなければあれは善だ。何しろそのように望まれたもの、自らの機能に疑いを持たぬのであればそれが悪であるはずがない。そう、生まれながらにして持ち得ぬもの、初めからこの世に望まれなかったもの、それが誕生する意味、価値のないものが存在する価値をあれは見せてくれるだろう。何もかもなくし何もかも壊した後、ただ一人残った者が果たして自身を許せるのか。 私はそれが知りたい。外界との隔たりを持った者がありのままに生き続けることに罪過があるのかどうか、その是非を問う。そのためにお前の父を殺し、そのために的尾さくらを生かした。私では答えは出せない。故に答えを出せる者の誕生を願った。それが私の目的だ。エミやシロ、自身に帰る望みを持たぬお前と対極に位置する同質の願望だ。
I can't understand. This man's wish is too distant from me. But I do understand one thing. He used Sakura for a wish like that.
さくらを、そんなことのためにさくらを利用したのか。
I refocus my hazy vision and glare at the priest with all the hostility I can muster. This man.
そうだな。そんなことのために私は多くの者を殺してきた。故に今さら降りることなどできん。言っただろう。私はそのように生きてきた。その疑問を解くためだけにここにあった。それは死を前にして変わるものでもない。
The walking corpse makes a declaration, resolve clear in his eyes. He says it so brazenly. He talks like he has no regrets or mistakes.
そうか。
I understand now. I can never agree with this man. When I first met him, I reflexively wondered if I could ever accept him. And now, I know exactly why. I don't want to admit it, but I think I liked Kirei Kotomine. I desperately viewed him with hostility in an attempt to deny that, to pretend I didn't feel that way. He said that we're similar. I understand why now. We both think of ourselves as sinners. We both lived our lives trying to cast off those chains. We knew our methods were flawed, but we believed it was the right way to atone, and we sought salvation we would never obtain.
引かないよな、そりゃ。
He won't, because we're the same. It isn't because he's about to die and wants to see his wish come true. That's right. He's not keeping an oath because this is the end. That's just how he's lived his life. He's never walked any other path. Even if he dies 1 minute from now, he doesn't know any other correct way to live.
それにな、告白すれば干渉でもある。以前からよもやとは思っていたが、ことここに至ってようやく気がついた。
He steps forward. Neither of us have much time left, so we'll settle this quickly. I'm gonna snuff out his flame before mine runs out.
私はお前たちを羨んでいる。求めても得られなかったもの、手に入れたというのに手に入らなかったもの、どのような戒律をもってしても指の隙間からこぼれ落ちた無数の森。お前たちが幸福と感じるものが、そのうっせきをここで帳消しにするのみだ。私には幸福と感じられなかった。
Yeah. This man is empty because he never obtained anything. He searched and searched but never gained even one bit of happiness. His life brought only death to anything he obtained. If it's the only way he ever lived, how could he ever abandon it now?
そうか。無駄な時間を使わせたな、ことみね。
I restart my forgotten breathing. I send air into my lungs and switch my body over to combat mode.
構わん。時間がないのはお互い様だ。
Kotomine puts strength into his muscles. This won't be a battle of magecraft. We're both dead men walking. All we can do is pound each other with our fists. We don't have any tactics or skills left. We're gonna bash our remaining lives against each other. He'll kill me and grant his wish. I'll kill him and destroy his. We bet our lives on this wager. Before time runs out, I'll kill him and erase the shadow. I run and make a beeline at my opponent. My legs don't have much power left. I drop my hips, eye the chest of my approaching opponent, striking him as hard as I can with undodgeable timing. But my right fist cut through enemy air. Empty air. Sorry about that. It's my chest that takes an impact. Kotomine is gone. The enemy I attacked with such speed and power disappears from sight. He bends his tall body to my left flank, drives a fist into my stomach, whips his legs like lightning, and kicks me into the air. Was this version of Emiya always playing during this route? I can't remember because it feels like I'm hearing this for the first time. It's new. His kicks are like breaths of fire. In the last few hours here, I'd forgotten what it was like to feel pain strong enough to make me pass out. Are you sure about that, buddy? How many meters was I launched? The impact was so strong I wouldn't have been surprised if my head detached from my torso. No. If we're going with that, even the second blow to my stomach would have destroyed my organs. I know this. Untelegraphed economy of movement, straight lines that are also circles, attacks that emphasize internal or over-external damage. Oh, he utilizes Kempo? And at the highest level too. This isn't something he could have just picked up by watching people.
そうでもない。私のこれは真似事だ。死の灯籠を真似ただけのうちに何も宿らぬものだが、死に損ないの相手には十分のようだ。
The follow-up is coming. I force my stiffened joints to bend and get up. But then Kotomine stops and looks at his fist. It's covered in red.
厄介な体だな。撃つ方が命がけとは。
That's what he gets for hitting a bundle of blades. I collect my scattered thoughts and face the enemy. None of that matters. He won't stop even if his opponent is covered with lethal thorns.
だがいいハンデだ。つまるところ、私とお前の戦いは。
Kotomine lowers his stance, his trained body readies an explosive strike.
外敵との戦いではなく、自身をかける戦いということだ。
The enemy approaches. Kotomine has the overwhelming edge in close combat skills. His fists won't break. At this rate, my hourglass will shatter before it even runs out. I don't turn away and meet my enemy approaching like a rocket. There's only one thing to do. I need to drive my fists at him even faster than last time. Faster than he can dodge. The only sound in my earlobes is the pounding heartbeat. I don't perceive the sound of the collapsing cave and the rain of rubble at all. The thing I need to beat is right in front of me. I don't care about any centuries-long obsession or the collapse of a world. To Shirou Emiya, the defeat of this enemy is his final purpose. Ah, really? Why would you do that? It was getting crazy good. It's collapsing. The collapse is all but assured. The Ironsburn's 1,000-year quest. The Makiri's 500-year wish. A world that has continued without ending, changing, or evolving is finally coming to an end. Alright, this guy's acting a little weird. Amidst the destruction, it still has a will. I don't want to die. Its body is nothing but a dark red lump of meat, looking nothing like a human. It is a swarm of insects that dwelled in this cavern. He gathered them all to form a single lump of flesh, but he cannot maintain a humanoid body anymore. His writhing form is simply a lump of meat that can move, but it's still alive. The lump curses its rotting body and its melting soul. I don't want to die. Only its obsession is still intact. Zoken, stop moaning and just die already, please. It crawls on the ground. Zoken Makiri, the old mage, his main body anchoring his soul having been crushed, clings to this world by its obsession alone. His doom is only a matter of time. Although he has left his soul into a hastily assembled swarm of insects, he will never recover from being crushed twice. I don't want to die. The old mage who had become a lump of meat will die an agonizing death. He will rot until the end and die feeling regret. It's right in front of him. He gazes at the embodiment of eternity which he sought for so long and was only one step away from obtaining. Are his death cries agony or regret? I don't want to die. He doesn't want to die. How can he just disappear now? 500 years. How can he disappear when the reward he deserves for 500 agonizing years of effort is right before his eyes? Wow. All he remembers is suffering. The karma of the Makiris. They were a great magical house driven from their homeland, wandering until reaching the land in the Orient. Then, they were unable to assimilate to this land's laws and fell into decline. But that wasn't true. There would have still been hope if that was the case. If that is why their bloodline died out, they might have gracefully accepted their demise. I don't want to die. But the truth was different. It isn't that the land of Japan was unsuitable. An external factor like that would have ended the Makiris. They simply lost their way. It has been 300 years since the ancestral Makiri seekers. In those 300 years, they reached the limits of their lineage. The Makiri mages were already in decline by Zokin's generation. That is when the suffering began and the old men had no choice but to deny it. Zokin Mato's life was spent desperately trying to overcome the decline of the Makiri bloodline. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't know why, I just find it funny. Yeah, I must not die. Damn this rotting body. It's painful. So painful. Too painful. 500 years of pain. My whole life has been pain. Why fault me for seeking eternity? I suffered and suffered, never fulfilled. So how can I disappear without leaving anything behind? How can I die in agony? The Holy Grail is open before me. So listen to my wish. Ask and I shall answer. My wish is that I don't want to die. I need to get there. My wish will come true if I climb that cliff. It'll grant my wish, but I can't reach it with this body. It's so far away. These last 5 centuries have been for nothing. It's so far away. Why, oh, why is it so far away? Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. There you go. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, okay. He crawls, scattering and spotting his body. What obsession. He can't move. No, he shouldn't even have the ability to move. But his hatred drives it forward. He is now an obsessive idea, become a monster. He doesn't hear the collapse. He only sees the Holy Grail as it moves forward. And then his misshapen form sees. Someone with a beautiful bell-like voice speaks to him.
Nani?
He looks up. In the middle of his wavering vision stands a lone girl. He stops. He stares at her. The old mage does not see a girl. He sees a woman from his distant memories. The golden Einsborn woman who has never faded from his mind to this day. 200 years ago. She was his comrade, the cup of heaven who sacrificed herself to build the greater grail. She hasn't changed at all since that day. The woman of the Holy Grail looks at him with the same eyes as when he still burned with passion. She speaks just once in a nostalgic voice. Her question halts his thoughts of suffering. Why? 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 It's strange. Now that one asks, why did he not want to die? Why couldn't he die? He would be free from suffering and death, so for what purpose did he cling to life and suffering? This guy sounds like he's reaching an orgasm, man. He remembers. Yes, he had a noble goal at first. He would acquire all creation. He would know all truths, and reach lands nobody else could. he would surpass the limits of the flesh and reach the limitlessness of the soul. The human race. He would let those saddled with limits from birth and forced to run circles within the spiral of their brains go outside, to heal all hatred and suffering. He remembers. It was after the grief of learning that paradise did not exist. He excitedly decided that if it did not exist in this world, and he was not allowed to create it while in a fresh flesh body, then he would travel to a place where it was allowed. Not to create a new world, but to turn the life called humanity into something new. That's right. To go to the sky he always looked up at and beyond. He would be born anew in a place no one could imagine, and arrive at a utopia we cannot visualize. For that cause, he sought the Holy Grail. He sought a miracle beyond human reach. He couldn't disappear until he attained it. He knew he would suffer defeat and that he would not attain it in his body, but he would never give up as long as he lived. Yes, he had just one dream. The abolition of all evil in the world. We staked our lives on the impossible utopia. So he stayed behind. After his enemies left, he kept searching, even as he knew it was pointless. He believed that living itself had purpose and knew that one day he would create someone to succeed him. So he kept on living. It was suffering, but he couldn't let himself die. Even when he remained himself, he never overcame the lament of his youth. Was that not his way of life, and the answer he arrived at? Yes, even if it lies beyond this life, even if he isn't rewarded. Yeah, he can just keep doing this. That was his first wish, that agony. How meager his wish to not die was compared to his quest for an impossible dream. He looks up at the world. The cavern is already halfway to total collapse. Sakuramato has been liberated and taken from this world. I'm gonna mind you, the birth, completely flawed embodiment of the third magic's flickering like heat haze. Finally, the old man accepts that he will never reach any of it. It was decided from the very beginning. Wherever the Makiri's voyage ended would be their final resting place. And yet, the end of their long suffering was not a wretched conclusion at all. It has only just begun. Their challenges and journeys have just begun. 500 years is a trifle, far too short a time to accomplish anything. What we desired was brilliant and precious, to be attained in the far future. The maturation of humanity, whether it takes thousands or tens of thousands of years. So this is but a trifling setback at the start of the journey, albeit a meaningful one. Their wish is not over. The journey begins now. The history of their long, long journey to reach the great, great beyond begins its loop with the end of a dream. The words of resignation belong to the old mage after all. No matter how brilliant his objective, he is a friend who approves of wicked deeds. He never overcame that trait even at the end, and cut his obsession with life. The last one disappears. One of the mages sought a miracle. An observer who was there at the very beginning crumbles away. The lump of meat is swallowed by the rubble, leaving no trace. He was a creature which lived while transforming. The old mage completely disappears from the world, along with the fall of his long-sought wish. Oh, that's the end of him. His palm slams into me. That doesn't change no matter how my body has changed. His attack, aimed at doing internal rather than external damage, ruthlessly sent shockwaves through me. The battle is overwhelming. The enemy dodges, repels, and traps my fists, all while making me eat all of his attacks. Pure white mangles my vision every time Kotomine's fists clang off my body. It isn't the damage from his attacks, but the pain from my left arm repairing and overriding my injured body. I protect my head. My face alone hasn't turned to steel yet. This could end with a single blow to my head. I can't hit him with my fists, so I use both arms to protect my head. My sense of pain is long gone, and my eyesight is about to blink out too. The pain transmitted to my brain comes only from the left arm's invasion of my body. His bloody fists pulverize every square centimeter of my frame. I work my left arm to try and repair it, and everything goes white. Images and memories become irretrievably white. It hurts even to think now. I sprout blades to protect my destroyed body from dying. In exchange, my brain is shaved away. Which of us will end first? His fist and bones are broken. He endures it, his face twisted in pain, and continues striking me. I dodge blows and attack with my right fist. It gets blocked. There's a simultaneous impact to my left armpit. I endured the blade, stabbing my brain, and attack again. I can still move. I can't move anymore. This is the Uh-oh. That hurt. That one got me. My body shouldn't be able to feel pain anymore, but I nearly weep at the pain throughout my body. I'm flung back, crashing to a fallen boulder, and barely stop myself from going over the cliff. Can't stand. If the impact hurt this bad, the pain in my brain trying to remake my body would be unimaginable. It's over. In one more second, I'll give in to the pain and burn out, and I won't be able to think anymore. If I sleep before then, if I close my eyes, it...
終わったか。では頭を潰すぞ。
The enemy walks over. He can't run anymore either. It wouldn't surprise me if we both disappeared 1 minute from now. Then, I'm... Oh, you swore an oath. You swore to protect someone. Liv. She said that both of us were needed to save her. You lost something. You lost something for that purpose. The enemy approaches. He drags his feet toward me to crush my head. Like hell! I won't lose. This man doesn't have a goal. He's just living the only way he knows how. But I have it. I have a goal. I have a good reason to kick his ass and win. I don't know how long I made her cry. Been crying in a place I don't know. She always cried alone and only ever smiled in front of me. That's right. So I have to protect her. Man, it's like she forgot her name already. I'll protect from the sin she committed, the sins blaming her, and the sins she remembers. The girl who could only smile in front of me. The girl who said she'd protect me in a body with no future. I want to help her smile happily one day, even when I'm not around. And you're in the way of that. Fuck off. Sakura will never smile again as long as you're alive. And he remembered last minute. Let's go. One blow. The enemy comes to crush my head and I punch his face with all my might.
貴様、まだ。コトミネ、キャー
2 blows, 3 blows, 4 blows, 5 blows, 6 blows, 7 blows.